Okay, I don't know what it is, but to me, gaming just has not felt the same. It feels like all the games nowadays are like extra doo-doo butter.
Who put you on the planet? Ugh.
Now, I'm not talking about all the games that came out in like the last 3 years or just in the beginning of this new decade. Like, if you think that, I'm about to smack you silly. I recently just finished Mafia 2, and that game is a classic game. Classic. And I just feel like games from that era, from like the late 2010s in general, are just better than the games nowadays. Games that I'm talking about are Cyberpunk 2077, Battlefield 2042, Fallout 76, and even Halo falls under this because all of these games to me felt like they came out unfinished. Cyberpunk had too many glitches and it felt like it was in a beta. Same with Halo. Then there's no glitches that I'm aware of. It felt like it was in a beta because we didn't get the campaign until like a month later. I don't know if anyone else experienced this, but for me, Fallout 76 was broken. It barely ran, and there were a lot of glitches. And Battlefield 2042, that game wasn't just a beta, that joint was still an alpha. Like, if you want to know my thoughts on it, there's a video on it, go check that out. But basically, all of these games are coming out unfinished, and I don't get it. Because all of these games are being unfinished on the release date, to me, it comes off as, oh, we don't care, which I'm sure they do. But put your back into it and show some elbow grease. Nothing like a little manual labor to fix your game and put some hair in your chest. Well, not really manual labor, they're more like putting codes on a computer, but you get what I'm saying. Second reason why older games are better is because nowadays, it seems like all the games are focusing on trying to make the quick buck. And don't play pretend, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking, let's just focus on the cosmetics in the store rather than, I don't know, adding like a new game mode. I'm going to use Halo as an example just because it's one of the more recent new games I've been playing, but instead of adding like infection or, I don't know, releasing the campaign earlier, you know what happened? They released the color white for $20. And you know, there's nothing wrong with making the quick buck, but at the same time, there's something wrong with that. Like, that's one of the reasons why I was upset when I first heard Halo was going to be free to play, because I knew something like this was going to happen, but at the same time, like, 343 didn't really have a choice just because how bad Halo 5 was. Like, let's be real. They made Halo Infinite free to play to bring back older and newer players. But that's the thing with free to play is I don't like games that are free to play because that means all cosmetic you have to buy pretty much. Like, you barely anything is going to be free. Like, me personally, I'd rather just pay $60 for the game, multiplayer and campaign, and then just like do some kind of challenge to earn free stuff rather than get a free to play game, but all cosmetics you got to basically buy. Like, do you see what I'm angling at here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather just buy the game than have free to play is basically what I'm saying. Third reason why I think older games are better is just for the fact I feel like games nowadays are getting rid of co-op. Like, come on, bro, you can't get rid of co-op. I grew up on co-op. Like, a lot of games feel like they're either single player and online only. Like, if there's co-op nowadays, it seems like you can only play it through online. Like, what's that all about? Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with online. I love online. Online changed gaming for me. But at the same time, I want to play Mortal Kombat with no lag. I just want to play an offline couch party of Mortal Kombat, okay? Like, what? Does that make me a criminal all of a sudden? So the fourth and final reason why I feel like older games are better is because games today, new games, are always getting delayed. If there's one thing that modern gaming has taught me, it is patience. Because games are getting delayed left and right. Like, last time, I'm going to use Halo as an example, I swear. But it was supposed to come out in 2020, I think. And then the whole COVID thing happened, and it got delayed. But that was probably a smart choice to delay the game, because the way the game looked when it was being revealed, like extra doo-doo sauce. So, it's probably a good thing that that game got delayed, but like, it just seems like a bunch of games are getting delayed now. Like, all the games I listed, like Cyberpunk, Halo, Battlefield 2042, and Fallout 76, all, I'm pretty sure, were delayed at one point. So in conclusion, modern gaming is whack. Like, what else can I say? Okay, but like seriously, not all recent games are bad. Like, I shouldn't have to say that, but a lot of newer games are actually fun, like Borderlands 3 for example. I mean, that's why it's the background gameplay, because it's actually a fun game. I just feel like Borderlands in general is underrated. Like, I might need to make a video on that, but basically not all new games are bad. I'm gonna try and make the next video about my opinion on the new Batman movie, so if you're interested in that, definitely stay tuned. Hopefully I see you there, and I'm a peace out.